Friends, myself Ajay Eknath Chaudhary, and I have completed my BE in Mechanical Engineering. Today's date is 16th December 2021, and today's topic is polymorphism in Java. Polymorphism in Java is an concept by which we can perform a single action in different ways. Polymorphism is derived from two Greek words poly and forms. The word poly means many and forms means form means forms. So polymorphism means many forms. There are two types of polymorphism in Java: compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. We can perform polymorphism in Java by method overloading and method overriding. If you overload a static method in Java, it is the example of compile time polymorphism. Here we will focus on runtime polymorphism in Java. Runtime polymorphism in Java is also called as dynamic methods dispatch, which is dispatch in the process in which to call and overriding methods in resolved at runtime rather than compile time. In this process, an overridden method is called through the reference variable of a superclass. The determination of the method to be called is based on the object being referred to by the reference variable. Let's first understand the uppercase before runtime polymorphism. Example of runtime polymorphism. In this example, we can creating two classes. First one bike and second is splendor. Splendor class extend bike class and overrides its run methods. We are calling the run method by reference variable of parent class since it refers to the subclass object and subclass method overrides the parent class method. The subclass method is invoked at runtime. Since method invocation is determined by the JVM, not compiler, it is known as runtime polymorphism. Java runtime polymorphism with data members. A method is overridden, not the data members. So runtime polymorphism can't be achieved by data members. In the example given below, both classes have a data members speed limit. We are assessing the data members by the reference variable of parent class with refers to the subclass object. Since we are accessing the data member which is not overridden, hence it is access the data members of a parent class always. uh, Types of polymorphism and method overloading and method overriding are covered in the separated here. You can refer them as first one method overloading in Java. This is take some example of compile time, that is static polymorphism. Second one method overriding in Java, examples such as runtime or dynamic polymorphism. Third one types of polymorphism, that is runtime and compile time. This is our next tutorial where we have to cover the types of polymorphism in details. I will I will recommend it to go through method overloading and method overriding before going to the topic overview. All object oriented program language are required to exhibit four basic character, that is abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance and polymorphism. In this article we cover the two core types of polymorphism, that is static or compile time polymorphism and dynamic or runtime polymorphism. So static polymorphism is, first we discuss about it, and that is enforced at compile time, while dynamic polymorphism is released at runtime. Static polymorphism, according to Wikipedia, that is static polymorphism is an imitation of polymorphism which is resolved at compile time and thus does not away with runtime virtual table lookups. For example, our text file class is a file manager app. We can have three methods with the same signature of the read methods. Third one, dynamic polymorphism. With dynamic polymorphism, the Java virtual machine, that is JVM, handles the detection of appropriate methods to execute when a subclass is assigned to its parent form. This is necessary because the subclass may override some or all methods defined in the parent class. Um, in an hypothetical file manager apps, let's define the parent class for all files called generic file. Fourth one, that is other polymorphic characteristics in Java. In addition to these two main types of polymorphism in Java, there are other characteristics in the Java programming language that exhibit polymorphism. Let's discuss some of these characters. That is given below, and that's are the polymorphism characteristics which we have discussed today. So thank you for watching my video.